Right, hey, hi, hello, how's it going guys? My name is ZetaRayZod and welcome back to Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. The last we left off, we had just met, shoot, it's been a while since I last played to be honest. So we met someone, I think she was a runaway and she had like a couple of dogs with her. So we kind of talked to her, we shared some of the stories that we found, but I think it was kind of like a hit and miss. We didn't really share the stories that she wanted. So that's kind of where we left off. If you forgot like what kind of game this is, basically we walk around finding stories to share, and then as we share more stories they get shared as well, and then so on and so forth. Because we made a deal with a wolf, I'm not sure if it's the devil or not, but basically we made a deal with him to share stories because he's under the impression that stories is how the world revolves or something like that. So that's practically where we left off. So in this episode, we're still going to do practically the same thing. We're going to wander around, find some stories, maybe find someone new to talk to, and we'll see how it goes. And I think I'll leave this episode short. Like I'll leave this series like the episode short, and we'll see. Let me know if you want it long or short. But before I begin, please like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. Alright, let's get to it. And we are back. Okay, I gotta remember how to play again. Oops, okay, this is my inventory, stories, journey log. Okay, sure. Okay, wait, so R2 is to call hitchhike, right? There's a story here. As you walk down the road, a black crow flutters down to land in your path. It looks at you, cocks its head, and speaks. Well, you've got a long road ahead, don't you? All these people to chase down, or so I hear. It laughs. I got some experience when it comes to chasing folks. Tell me about it. Well, if you want, you could go find your friend again. Ask him more about their life. They might want better stories this time though. It peers up at you. Didn't they tell you where they were headed next? Yeah, they did. But hey, the world's full of people. Bet you could find another friend like that if you want. If you went looking around. There's more than one interesting person in this land for sure. It gives a gravelly laugh. That's what humans say anyway, and with that, it launches into the air and disappears. That wasn't really a story though. Okay, LB to whistle. Okay, yeah, I got it. Could you... Where do I go next? I guess we'll just go this way. Because I feel like this way we're most likely to find stories, aren't we? Yep, I see a story already. Oh yeah. We're getting there. It's a pretty neat mechanic that if you whistle it go faster. Okay, I think there's a story here.
Low tide on a moonless night. This beach is long, stretching toward a receding sea. In the darkness, the sand seems coarse and gray. Alien. The stars are dim and distant.
Look to the horizon.
It outshines the stars with its presence, a streak of sickly colored light, leaving a trail of distorted fire. It slowly creeps along the sky like a vast worm, though you know that, given the distance, it must be moving at great speed.
Oh yeah. So I can either look back at the shore or keep looking at the sky. Let's keep looking at the sky.
Its parabola heads south to north. In the far distance, just for a second, a boardwalk town is engulfed in light. With a rumble, its street lamps and windows dim, then go dark. All that you can see emanating from there is an otherworldly color that you can't quite name.
Interesting. Okay. Light from the sky. There's another one over here. Hear a story. Oh yes. Let's hear it. Okay, a tiny motormouth is eagerly sharing the details of a strange tale with her brother as they loiter outside the store. The boy listens raptly, eyes growing larger, mouth hanging open like a fish. Listen in. She's telling him about the shootout between the female bootleggers and the cops. Try to hide your surprise. It's the story of the women arrested for bootlegging. The version the girl must have heard is embellished to say the least, but hey, it's a good story. Aha. So I think it's actually a story I shared with the lady that I was talking to with the dogs, and I think she shared it with this girl, and it kind of like blew up. Because if you recall from the previous episode, they didn't really get into a shootout. They were just, the female bootleggers were just hanging out there while the cops were rummaging around their place. So I guess it got embellished, and it's nice to see that you can actually see the story getting bigger and bigger. So maybe eventually it's like maybe the bootleggers escape or something. Okay, let's move on. Story grew in telling. Oh yes. Alright, let's head to New York. Where do we come from? New York. Okay, so we're on the East Coast. Right? East Coast, yep. And we're heading south. Okay, the air stinks of gasoline and trash, and you're boxed in by brick. But damn, there's something invigorating about that stink. God, you feel like there's an engine in your chest. Let's explore.
The engines belch black smoke as the ferry churns gray water into froth. A broad-shouldered figure leans out over the rail, eyeing the skyscrapers on the horizon. Nearby, a man and a woman speak in low, urgent voices. He takes her wrist gently. She is weeping softly.
Ooh, okay. So which tea do we want to know more about? Because if we talk to the man, I think he's more like a wanderer, based on the symbol above the oar, or we listen to the couple and get a love story. I feel like listening to the couple makes better tea.
I wish you didn't have to go.
She says.
There's gotta be work on some of those buildings going up.
His thumb skates over her pulse point.
I checked every day for a week. There ain't. I'll be back, though. Got your picture in my wallet, don't I? It's not forever.
Sad. Keep listening.
Her words are split by a sob.
Might as well be. My parents didn't come to New York for this.
She leans against him, the wind tousling her hair. He pulls her to his chest.
I'm leaving because I gotta go. If there was another way...
They stand together, close, quiet, in the stiff breeze.
So they're siblings, because she said our parents. Oh, does she mean like our set of parents? I thought she mean like they both shared a parent. I think it's like their individual parents. Okay. A couple parted by unemployment. Shucks, why can't she follow him? Then again, we don't know his story. Let's earn some money. You wander the streets of the city looking for a way to make some cash. Do I panhandle or look for work? I think previously I looked for work, didn't I? So I think... Anyway, where was I? You wander the streets of the city looking for a way to make some cash. Do I look for work or panhandle? Like I said, I think we looked for work in the previous episode, so let's try panhandling, which is begging. No luck, Erin here's a tight-ass snob. Time to go, probably. Okay, so I didn't make any money. Train station... No, let's go to the store. Actually, we don't need any of these, so let's leave. Okay, we got our story, so let's move on. Search. A jet black crow alights on the low branch of a twisted tree. Look at you, it caws. Think you got some good stories already? Well, I heard better. Much better. It seems to wink at you. Want to hear my tricks? Yeah, let's ask about stories. The ones you got now? Psh, pathetic stuff. You tell those stories around, they'll come back more exciting, more satisfying. So always listen to the stories other folks tell. Their tales are less true, sure, but more useful around the campfire. Okay. The boss has a point about the true ones though. The crow admits they're extra interesting. You learn a couple folks' true life stories and everyone will like them. No matter what kind of story they think they want to hear. Any other tips? Well, everyone's the captain of their destiny. It gives a burst of laughter. Ain't no bootstraps in the world that can save you now. But the choices you make, they change the kind of story you can tell. It ruffles its feathers, sort of shrug. Choose wisely or don't. Ha. Okay, so these guys are just more like tips. Okay, let's just keep going south. And hopefully we'll find some... Oops, shit. Find some good stories along the way. Let's go to Philly. Does this whole game encompass all of America or just specific parts? Search. Shit, this damn crow again. You hear about trains, locomotion, ignore the crow. Move on. Because those crows are just for tips. Okay, how about this one? Search.
The stream is a clear, reflective shade of blue. Unusual in this region, where bog iron colors the river's brown. Across the way, a goat with great leather wings laps up the water, its sunken red eyes fixed on your every movement.
Chupacabra? Chupacabra? Chupacabra, right? That's how it's pronounced. Take stock.
You now notice the unnatural absence of wildlife. No fish swim in the stream. No birds sing in the trees. The winged goat drinks with a forked tongue, only abstractly concerned with your presence.
Ugh. Do I drink the water or approach the goat? Let's approach the damn
Over the
goat.
hill, a scorched one-room house lies abandoned, 2 of its 4 walls in ruins. The goat rears up, front hooves curled, and stretches its wings out to their full breadth.
Draw closer. I can't
The
die,
goat
right?
opens its mouth and wails, a protracted, shrill sound, indistinguishable from the cry of a human infant. It only begins to stop when you take several steps back. The winged goat doesn't follow. Instead, it lies down inside the burnt house, surrounded by portraits of a large family, glass frames stained brown from smoke.
Ugh, creepy. The winged goat by pristine water. Huh. I wonder if I drank that water, what would have happened? Ooh, there's a couple things here. Oh, we're in
Women
Philly.
are oblivious to your approach. Their eyes are shut. Their touch, where they hold hands, is gentle. They speak in low tones. One stifles a burst of laughter, but it brings a smile to their faces. "Sorry," says the one who laughed. "Don't be," another assures her. They don't look up.
Are they praying? Do I step loudly or pass by quiet? Let's pass by quietly.
And we give thanks for those who have left us, who we wanted gone, for the skills to thrive without them, and for the companions who make the effort joyful.
The voice of the youngest wavers. The woman to her left squeezes her hand. This is not a scene to intrude upon.
Okay, move on. Okay, there's one more over here. Hear a story. Let's hear a story. I think it's a story we told. These men lean against the wall of this hardware store, smoking and chatting. They wave you over. You heard this one before? They launch into a group recitation of the dead woman in the yellow ribbon, interrupting one another in their excitement to tell it. Wait a second. You recognize the story? It's a story about the elegant woman in small town. Someone's added to it in the meantime, though. What do you think? Ask one of the men, eyes bright. You think that really happened? Of course. Well, I'm not sure myself, he replies, but damn, it sounds wild. I can't remember the story. Oh, right. Interesting. So originally, I think I saw the lady, and she had a ribbon around her neck, yeah, but it was to hide like a scar from like a rope. Oh, hop a train, no thanks. I don't want to do that just yet. So I think the story got embellished to the point where she's actually dead. I don't know. What is this? Is this another person we can talk to? Or is it the same person? Camp. I think it's the same person, is it? Sydney Meeker. Oh, it's a different guy. Hello.
My twin brother Paul and I always got into trouble, but we were good. We didn't do nothing to anybody till we left. Then we hurt a lot of people. Me, more so than Paul, because he didn't make it through.
He's talking about the war, isn't he?
The march I was on, the bonus army. It's less a bonus and more an acknowledgement of what I've had to suffer. Civilians will never understand. My brother Paul used to love scary stories. Tell me one.
Oh, good. I just so happen to have a scary story. Oh, this is sadness. What? What's horror? Is this horror? I thought this would be 9 of Swords. Ah. That's sadness. How about this one? That's pretty scary, right? You tell the story of the winged goat by pristine water.
Paul used to love that kind of dark campfire stuff.
Okay, it worked. The eye opened it a little bit.
Mods say that we only get as much sadness as we make. Paul's ghost has provided me a little extra.
Oh damn, that's dark, man. What's his name? Sydney.
Know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
Shoot. Freedom. Heaven desires fulfilled wishes. Do I have any funny jokes? Freedom. That's not funny. That's not funny either. Leatherman Cave, that's not funny. That's not really funny. Story about shootout, no. That's not funny either. Strange clamor, no. Shoot, I don't have any funny stories. Is that funny? I don't think so. Oh boy, I don't have any good stories. Whew. Let's tell him this one. I don't have any funny stories.
You know, the government told us to keep our chins up too. But I didn't believe them either. My family. They were good to me. Ma and Pa. And to Paul. And to my sister Jessie. Some days I wish I could find Jessie again and have her help me. She always liked Paul best. So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones.
I don't know any funny stories, man. Honestly, I don't have any funny stories. Is this funny? I think that's kind of funny, right? Because it turns out it's not the Leatherman.
Wish I could tell that one to my sister.
Ah, okay, worked.
My faith? Well, God and I haven't been on speaking terms since I got the infection. I gave the fucker so many chances to make things right, and he hasn't followed through.
God has a plan for you, Sydney.
Know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
That wasn't a joke? I told you a freaking joke, man. Can I just leave? I don't have any jokes for you. Sorry, buddy. I really don't have any jokes.
Alright, I'm headed out this way next. Will our paths cross?
Okay, so he's gone up to Rhode Island. Sure.
If you see any others like me, treat them well. Invite them to share your fire, too. Even if they look well and whole. None of us are whole, really. None of us have got what we're owed.
Some dark shit, Sydney. Okay. Let's see if I can't find more stories. You're in Washington. Enter Washington, D.C. It's hard to look at these shining buildings in the direct sunlight. You feel like an ant crawling among the tombs of giants, away from the monuments. Though you find a city that's a little more human. Let's explore.
The mailman's uniform is dated and worn. He sits on the edge of the road, head in hands. He looks up as you approach. Can you help? Car clipped me. I think my legs... Well, I'd appreciate it if you could deliver this for me. He holds out a brown envelope.
Damn, bro. Why not just go to hospital? Why do you still think about letters?
The letter's addressed to a James Gibson Sr., 120 J Street. But the city stymies you. The blocks run straight from I to K. You stop a man for directions, but he shakes his head and laughs. Someone's playing a joke on you. There's no J Street.
What? Do I keep looking? I'll keep looking.
Over here.
A woman in a brown coat overheard your question. She steers you down an alley. Someone's chalked a big orange J on one wall.
I thought Clovis was late. Go left up ahead. Old Man Gibson's the third on the right.
Okay, good thing I kept looking then. Go on alone.
As you round the corner, the world changes. J Street is a place out of time. Like the city forgot an entire street a century ago and carried on around it, oblivious. Even the noise and bustle of D.C. can't penetrate this little pocket.
Okay. So knock on Gibson's door.
The man who answers is ancient and stooped. He peers at the letter.
I think it's from my son.
I don't see so well anymore. Will you read it to me? You tear the letter open. It isn't good news.
Shit. Okay, do I tell him the truth or do I lie? If I tell him the truth, I get sad news, but if I lie, I'm not sure what I get. I think I'll tell him the truth.
He fights it, but his face crumbles. Tears roll down his cheeks. It's better to know. I've been waiting a long time for this.
Oh, God.
His shaking hand takes the letter. Thank you for telling me.
Oh, I feel bad, but like he said, you gotta know. If you gotta know, you gotta know. No point holding back the truth. Let's try and earn some money. Let's look forward. Panhandling, I don't think it's gonna work out. Hospital needs someone to mop floors for the day. A nurse gives you instructions. Rat tat tat. Scrub surgery A and floor 2. Skip the rooms with the newborns. Ask Dr. Penny if he wants his office done. This is very important. Get these hallways before lunch. You got it. You try to remember all the nurse's very important instructions, but it's impossible. You haven't seen her in hours. The place is busy as hell and nobody's watching you. Try to find her. You roll your bucket through the halls, asking other folks where she might be, but it turns out that dark-haired, middle-aged woman in nurse clothes describes about 50 people in this building. Eventually, you find her in a room with a wheezing child. What floors do I mop? Bro furrowed, she opens her mouth to admonish you, then stop. Well, actually, I don't remember. She admits, just mop stuff, okay? You spend the rest of the day absolutely mopping stuff, the pay is just okay. Okay. I don't need anything, so let's leave. Okay. Oops. What should we head to now? Should we head down? Wait, are we going south now? Should we stay in Maryland? There's nothing in Pennsylvania, is there? Okay, you know what? Let's go to Virginia then. Can I walk across water? No. Damn, I can't cross? I can't cross. I need to cross via a boat. I didn't have to pay money, did I? Alright, where do we head to? There's a little mine shaft over there. Do you think there might be some stories there? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, how about this? Let's head to Richmond. Richmond, Virginia. Oh, there's someone else here. Do I have enough stories though? Let's go to Richmond first. Okay. Search!
His clothes are expensive, but unkempt. A tailored jacket stretched and warped out of its best fit by long days on the road. His thinning frame weighs down the boxcar next to yours.
You got a light, friend?
Sure.
You offer a match, which bends and nearly snaps as he scratches it against the pitted iron edge of the boxcar. Thanks, he mumbles, perching one last cigarette on his lip.
Okay, so where are you going?
Don't rightly know where I'm going. You notice how deeply wrinkled his clothes are. It's as though a huge hand plucked him from a high society party and crumpled him up like a sheet of paper. Don't rightly know how I got going either.
Why?
They built a railway just past Missy Hudson's estate. Damned racket ruined our soiree. Might have been a few bottles of Armagnac too many when I walked down the tracks to tell them to keep it quiet. He drags on the cigarette, but you never see him exhale.
Damn, bro, he's just like filled with smoke. You stab him, he just like sizzles out smoke. Okay, what is this? Hear a story. Okay, it's probably one of the stories that got embellished. This man reads the newspaper barely contained horror. His grimace spreading wider and wider as he makes his way down the page. Suddenly his frown cracks into something a little more amazement in it. Whoa, he says. What's the matter? He reads out the story about the Devil of Leeds. You're shocked. It's the story of the winged goat by the pristine water, but with some bits change. Do you think this really happened? He asks. Oh yes, I say. He shrugs. Sounds like nonsense to me for sure, he says. Stuff they print these days. Nice. Story the Devil of Leeds. Okay, let's start. It's a new camp. Let's see who this is. Leigh Alexander.
Sorry, friend, but I gotta ask you not to get no closer unless I can see your hands at all times.
Fair enough.
You're too clean to be one of us. But you don't look like the company sent you neither. Alright, come and share my fire spell. Don't linger. These hills is full of ears. Don't think just 'cause you can't see no one that you're safe. And I'll give you cornbread. Don't be so sure of me neither. Got any hopeful stories to tell? I need something like that.
Hopeful. Oh shit. Oh, I can tell him this story. That's a hopeful story. They met after 30 years.
Wish that the world were good like that, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe it will be. A family. Well, they took my big brother out of school to send him down the mines. He weren't bigger than 10 years old, but 25 cents, right type of handshakes, off he went to work. He's so big in my memory, but he must have been such a small feller, come to think. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Exciting. Yeah, shootout, I guess. That's exciting, even though it's fake.
You'd be popular at mealtime where I'm from. You'd
Oh,
keep a whole
damn.
crew glued
I did
out
really
there.
well. The eyes wide open.
Authority? Bosses? You ain't worth nothing to them. You're like a pickaxe or a coal cutter. Damn shovel. You break, you get replaced. It's almost like they're proud of that. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Okay, so he wants another exciting story. Let's see. This is pretty exciting, right? Devil of Leeds.
That's supposed to be scary? Well, alright.
Oh,
Sure, I know
you like it?
sadness. Sometimes I get to thinking that just because you're right doesn't mean you ever get your rights. Times like that, I feel like all them coal flakes are just settling in me. Like I'm gonna become part of the mountain's guts, one way or another. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
So he really likes exciting stories. Do I have any exciting stories? I do not. Leatherman, I guess it's pretty exciting. But do I have anything else? That's not that exciting. Yeah, let's tell him the Leatherman story. I'm not sure if that's exciting.
Guess
No.
there ain't no joke that works on everyone. Trust. Can I trust you? If I asked you how many widows were made when the number 9 fell in, would you know? What year it was when they walked Samuels and his boys down to Big Sandy and done them like criminals? You heard the word of Mother Jones? If you can't answer these, I can't say much. See anything exciting out there on the road?
Damn, bro, I don't have any more exciting stories. Definitely I do not. But should I just keep telling him stories and then hopefully it gets disseminated? Let's do that. Let's tell him the story about the boy.
Come on, stranger. Tell me something true. What's freedom? When the community decides what it's worth? Setting the value of things together? You mean when you don't answer to nobody? Just ain't possible, my friend. Morning. I gotta get going. Headed up that way. Won't be specific for my safety and yours.
Okay. What's MD
Wanna
again?
find me? Then do it. Talk again about these things.
Alright, okay.
Cole ain't got no country. No worker neither. Worker ain't Virginian, ain't Christian, white, colored, Irish, Polish, nothing. A worker is a worker. And we all gotta work. If you're one of them, if you think I sound red, you best come out and say so. Get it over with.
Little Ben chapter 2. Okay, great. Because the eyes wide open. That's why. Okay, hold up. There's another story here. So fast. Okay, what story did you tell? You shared this bus stop with an old man who shifts from foot to foot, thumbing his suspenders and watching the passing traffic with anxious focus. Hey, he blurts, suddenly turning towards you. Want to hear a good story? Sure. The air of a man who's distracting himself from something, he stumbles quickly through a tale about the boy whose shiftless father left him alone in the woods. Confusing himself now and again, backtracking, adding new details out of order, you barely piece the story together. Wait a second. Suddenly realize that he's told you a twisted version of the story about the boy who ran away with his father, but massively changed, with whole new chunks you don't remember. It's true, the old man insists, turning his wincing eyes back toward the road, and with that, the conversation seems over. Okay, so what's the story now? The boy whose shiftless father left him alone in the woods. So originally, the story was that the father went somewhere, but he didn't know the son was in the rucksack. But now the story has changed to the father knew and left him there on purpose. Is there another raven? Search.
Muddling through the dark, you stumble into the path of the white deer. Its beauty strikes you at once. It is something otherworldly, beyond borders, a moon swimming in the void. Human shouts not far away break the spell. The deer's ears prick up. This thing is being hunted.
Oh shit, help the deer.
You know a way out of here. As the hunter's cries get louder, you approach the deer carefully, palms outstretched. As you grow close, your features become clearer in the light of the deer's aura. It bolts into the path of an oncoming train.
Whoops. I mean, I tried to help you. Alright, let's head down to the south. Let's see if there's any stories down here. Oh, there seems to be a story over here. How many days does it have to pass for you to, like, cross so many states? It's gotta be a lot of days. Okay.
You rest in a field where a well-dressed stranger talks your ear off on all manner of subjects. The weather, fireflies in summer, how combine harvesters work. After a while, the mood shifts.
Heard my death bones this morning.
Death bones?
Heard 'em rattle like clank, clink, clank. More startling than wind chimes in a tornado.
He plucks dry grass and chews on a piece.
Ain't much time left now.
Damn, you seem young.
That don't matter. I'm fine. Got my savior waiting at the pearly gates.
The man shifts uncomfortably.
At least I do as of this afternoon, I hope. Nearly knocked the pastor's door down earlier.
Not.
Sure
okay.
was good to meet you.
The man pauses, rubs his chin in contemplation.
Don't let the bedbugs bite.
He walks off slow. After his silhouette becomes small in the horizon, but before he vanishes, You see him collapse to the ground.
Oh shit. So he predicted his own death. Okay, let's do one more story and then we'll call it an episode. There's one more right here. Do you think I can walk all the way to Mexico and beyond, maybe? I don't know what timeline this is. Like what year? I assume it's like 20th century.
The cave is really a man-made hole breaching into an earthen mound. The man, khakis dirtied by kneeling on the rough earth, has assembled a macabre little pile of skulls to the side.
Jeez, what are you doing?
Readying these for sale, friend. He wipes his hands on his pants.
This pile of skulls, clearly claimed from his enemies by an Indian chieftain, would be perfect for any cabinet of curiosities or sideshow attraction.
Okay, why dig up a grave?
Why, these skulls belong to no one. They're just here, lying under this mound, waiting for an enterprising soul to make something of them. Isn't this what America's all about?
Okay, look deeper into the mound.
Little sunlight reaches that deep in, but you can still see the skeletal remains. Their heads carelessly removed, laying neatly in their excavated resting places, each one lovingly surrounded by stone effigies, earthenware, and copper plates in the shape of winged warriors.
Yeah, let's threaten him. He's desecrating bodies. That's messed up.
You pause and consider this small man, greedily arranging someone's remains as though they were a trinket for a mantelpiece.
Okay, can I tell him to piss off and make up a ghost story? I think make up a ghost story is more funny.
It's crude and ridiculous, but he's a crude and ridiculous man. You have him run off the mound, sworn never to tell of what he's seen, for fear of monsters and ghosts. It's a small thing, but a kindness you hope.
Nice. Piss off. Okay, oh, there's one more over here. Let's find out what this is. What is this? Search. Oops. Where am I going? Stop. Why am I walking? Am I auto walking? Okay. Search. Two musicians beckon you over. Billy Split. Our show's in 5 minutes. You play the upright bass? You don't. Oh, Billy Split. Our show's in 5 minutes. You play the upright bass? So he's asking me if I play the bass. I don't. Doesn't matter. Keep plucking this string. Look, we'll pay. You fake it for a couple songs feeling like an idiot. Hey, you get paid. Nice. Okay, with that, I'll leave this episode here. We're kind of doing pretty... Not too bad actually, because now we're kind of like gathering our stories. Oh shit, there's so many stories. 237. But it's good to know that your stories actually, they don't run out. Because in the previous episode, I thought that if we use the story, we can't use it again. But it just turns out that we use that for that specific person, and then we can use it again in the next person. So it's pretty good. We're garnering the stories. We're getting embellished stories more and more. So we'll see how it goes as we progress along the place. Cause shit. How would I'm pressing A, but what's going on? No? Okay, look. Oh shit, look at this. Oh my god, it's so big. Oh dear lord. We could go all the way up to Oregon. Montana, Wyoming, Jesus, there's so many. This Washington, hold on. Didn't we just pass by Washington? I'm confused. Is the capital of Washington in Virginia or is the capital of Washington in Washington? I'm confused. Actually, the capital's in Virginia, isn't it? From Hamilton. Right? The capital used to be in New York and they moved it down south to Virginia. Yep, okay, in any case, I will leave this episode here. We're doing very well and we'll see how it goes. If it does well, I feel like maybe we'll keep doing the episodes and see how it goes. If people don't really seem interested, I might just stop, but we'll see. In any case, if you like what you see, like what you hear, please like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. As always, be safe, take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace!